Guys, waiting for my corn dogs, my vegan corn dogs to get done out the oven. I'm gonna start my Bible study. So I was just looking at this channel that popped up in my feed. You know, the traveling pastor, the street preacher, the guy who he mostly is known for preaching at like gay parts of certain cities and parades. And I understand where he's coming from now. I think about like last year was when if I heard somebody like him speaking, I would listen. And some of y'all know my story. I don't really gotta reiterate it in this video, but when people like him, when they preach the gospel, and I know you don't want to hear it, but they're not saying it out of hate. Now, yeah, you have pastors that just say things out of hate. Like I said in my last video, there are people that genuinely have, like myself, come out of they've come out of darkness. They came out of darkness, and they want you to come out of darkness with them. This is why I give advice through my videos. I want other people to come out of darkness. But just think about this, right? I'm not saying I've ever done this before, but let's just say I don't have any sisters, right? I don't have any. I just have my brother. We don't talk anymore, but I just know brothers do a lot of nasty things to like siblings, and it can go both ways. But let's just say I'm just using the example of Josh Duggar, what he did and everything. So the world is I'm gonna get to the point in a second, but the world works like this. What you give is what you get. Do you think it is right? Do you think it is right to look at people when they're undressed and they're unconscious of you looking at them when they're undressed? Do you think it's right to do that? Most people would say, no, it's not right. It's actually illegal. It falls under voyeurism. So, imagine if you lived a lifestyle of being a peeping Tom, okay? You live a lifestyle of being a peeping Tom. Do you think that your life is going to get any better living that way? I just told you the world works like this. What you give is what you get. Do you think good things are going to come your way living that life? No, probably not. You're going to come through misfortune eventually. Either someone's going to find out that you're doing that, they're going to lock you up, or you're going to walk into someone's husband that catches you doing that and they're going to knock you upside your head. So it goes the same for people who engage in lifestyles that commit sexual misconduct. Your life is not going to get any better continuing living that way. And like I said, it goes for everybody. Men who who catcall women, or men who prey on women and prey on little girls. You're not making your life easier by living that way. So this is why I saw the logic in Christianity, because if we live in a what you give and what you give is what you get kind of world, it would make sense to live correctly accordingly to the Bible, because if you give goodness, goodness will come your way. Now, you have to do it with the intention of doing it because it's the right thing. Don't look for anything in return, but I will tell you, it is a reward for doing the right thing. It's a lot of rewards. You will feel better. You will live longer. You will be less anxious when you get older because you're not going to worry about if you're going to go to hell or not, or heaven, because you live most of your life doing the right thing. And like I said, God rewards those with the Holy Spirit who obey Him. So those are the positives of doing the right thing. But yeah, a lot of these people that he comes in contact with, he interacts with, they're in darkness right now. And he just wants you to feel what he's feeling. Yes, I'm gonna tell you, homosexuality, pornography, strip clubs, whatever it is you engage in, if it's not good, if you have to think about it more than once, it's not gonna get you, it's not gonna make your life easier. It's just a different feeling when you live accordingly to the Bible. And stop, and here's another thing too. Don't think about pastors or hypocrites in Christianity. Stop thinking about that. Think about yourself. Think about the message. Yeah, it's there are Christians that will come to church on Sunday and they live a totally different life. But you need to worry about yourself, what you should be doing. And it would come out if pastors aren't living accordingly to the Bible, these things come out. And especially with social media and cameras being everywhere, they will find out immediately. But you don't want to be in darkness forever. It's not good to be in darkness. And in darkness, life is a lot worse living in darkness. That's all I can really say. Peace.